So Phil Varshaw was saying why blacks. Now, of course, him and I, we'll be 40 this year, 7, 9 kids. Just like Aaliyah tomorrow. I think tomorrow's her birthday. We said 40 as well. So I want to say this about this. I don't want to get into the debate whether because of mixed or black or whatever. I'm not gonna change my just like he gonna change his words. I can change mine. He a Gemini. I'm a Leo, and I'm very stubborn, and I don't change for nobody. Now, why folks are acclimated? Because all of us are mixed. I don't let the white racist media be a man tell him what to do because he's not God. We why people acclimated why we hate it. I'm going to answer tell you the reason. Okay, it is the stereotypes. It's stereotypes here in the United States that started, and a lot of folks don't understand. He knows this too, and you need to get the book, and I'm gonna get that book as soon as I get some money, especially income tax come up. Um, what's that book called? Brainwashed Black Inferiority. Brainwashed Black Inferiority by Tom Burrell. Tom Burrell's from the South Side, California, no, Chicago, excuse me. Born 1939. We 70 this year. 80. We 80 this year. And so is my grandma on my mom's side, not my dad's side. And what happened is you have the advertisement company when he joined in. He found out that they used to advertise slavery to justify slavery, and they use anti-black stereotypes. That's why you have many antagonist cooning call themselves niggas, and even the industry support it. Don't support the intelligent hip hop like the Tupac had. Brenda got a baby. Um, and I'm when I get some money because I'm been doing something. I'm gonna buy YouTube the video of me of the movie Our Lives on Me because I'm glad it showed the part when Jimmy Ivan, the other Caucasian guy, I think he's Jewish. Jimmy Ivan is not; he's Italian. Both of the Skirmish and Tupac for trying to talk about things in our community. Okay, the sex abuse that recently, when I mentioned the artist's name that is going on, and me before that, people brush under the rug, and there's many Brendas and there's many men out there too who were sexually abused, and how our community denies it. Something that is to get rid of cancer. And Jimmy Ivan and Tim, whatever his name is, told Tupac, no, talk about the murder, the killing, the N-word type mess, okay? And if folks who forget their history don't know, this rap culture, that's death culture, that's thug culture. Of course, hip hop rap was not like that. I can defend that because we grew up in the 80s, 179, until it got tainted with the gangster hip hop, gangster rap. And before it was the shooting night in the death row with Jimmy Ivan, it was Jerry Heller and NWA and niggas with attitudes. And majority of NWA, aka niggas with attitude, hate the word, was yeah, you had folks in the hood buying their stuff, acclimating, but they had a lot of white kids. A lot of white kids were buying, middle class, upper class were buying. That's how they make sales because they promoted a stereotype. Even though they were talking about the stuff that's going on with LAPD and what's going on in the hood and how the crack epidemic affect their neighborhood, and they use the vulgar language to describe it, the reality hip hop they called it, they was exploited the N word. And a long time ago, if you know, you would never see a white dude or even Hispanic like Takashi Knight, who's Puerto Rican and Mexican, even though that he's Mesoamerican, and he's 19 African mestizo on both of his Hispanic heritage. You would never catch an exotic looking Hispanic or white person or Asian person. There's an Asian rapper that's on DJ Flag. Everybody's talking about using the word nigga. Even what's the one that got killed? Stephen Clark's baby mama, who Asian, used the word nigga on Twitter. You would never saw that, and if they did, they got checked. And even African people back when we come to AIDS, I don't condone corporal punishment, but you got your ass whooped, you got spanked, you got told not to use that word. Even the grown folks, they can use it, but you better not call saying that word. You know. And you was taught by the elders who had sense, not the ones who didn't, because you got those who have told it you. Because I've met people who older, and I got some in my family who use the word nigga, and mainly at bash my mom's side, mainly on my mom's side, not on my dad's side too much. Um, told would say the word nigga, and the young people use the word nigga, and it was shocked because my mom and not everybody on my side is bad, but you had some folks who, due to lack of education, bash those in the family. But I was shocked go every time I go visit. I'm like, yeah, I use the word, and this is from our older people. You know what I'm saying? So, my dad family would not check that. Would not allow it to happen. Okay, um, but that's what I'm saying. And you got checked. You better not be using that word. You wasn't allowed to use that word. But when hip hop got tainted, and it had their prior press conference, and I do believe that meeting did take place in California to explore the minorities, not just the African, but also Hispanic as well. As the gangster lean came in, Vida Loca, Blood and Blood, Our American Me, Boys in the Hood. I should know some fans John Singleton, but they explored that and New Jack City. They would bring all these movies, and us minorities, this was like our Woodstock. I'll never forget. I never became a gangster, but I wanted to become a gangster. Especially when I was getting picked on hard. I told the cops they wouldn't do anything. They probably eating donuts ain't gonna help. So you had to do your own thing. Get in. But I never joined the gang. And I actually wanted to be the kingpin. I didn't want to be told what to do. I'm a Leo. I like to run things. I'd be the kingpin up here. I'd be worse than John Gotti. Okay. Yeah, thank you. But I didn't get to be that, okay? And I actually I mean the intelligent gangster because shout out to Willie D. D said he not on the ones on the street. He be the Barack Obama, the Donald Trump. That's the type of gangster. Those are shot callers, okay? The Bill Clinton, the George W. Bush. Those are real gangsters, not the ones in the hood, okay? Or the body or whatever, okay? They got the ones that like Donald Trump, he got power. He can cause mass destruction in any neighborhood right now based on he can just what I'm saying. So that is real gangster. I'm gonna call it like it is. That's type of gangster I know I tell you, probably read today, okay? Think about joining politics. Anyway, but point is, that's why. So then I know as a person who do integrate, who had no problem, who is an integration ain't gonna change for nobody, cause you got to go to the human world. White racist men being devil, not all white men. Separate the races. That was not God's plan. People chose to leave Africa. But that's called like it is, right? Um, and muthanization. The truth of the matter is that when I met those who are not black, although don't mention any black in their ancestry, if they are Hispanic, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, and don't look it. When they accounted from African people who being hood, rats, and thugs, did them dirty, that tainted that mentality. And I'm not saying that racism is okay, but like you said, the people raise their children racist, and then when they try to play the Martin King, which is the happy birthday to our black, camel skin, black, Irish, Native American brother, Martin King, 90 years old day. Um, you when they counted the ones who did act a fool with them, car bomb them too. Like Costco did the same thing like the car bomb. It go both ways in LA. Or when they shot their family. And I'll never forget I met gangsters from LA who were Mexican, who didn't do anything to me when I was in El Paso because that's different territory. Azteca territory, the Colica is, not to make a gang up. Because Savannah don't get along, the Colica is. They explained to me without any lies, you can tell how serious, how the Cocoa Black gangsters will come and shoot their own family up. Um, and so in retaliation, they do back. It's both wrongs. And so when you see the Korean knocking a sister, and I'm not defending none of that, but then I have seen people in those stores be rude to the Asian folks and call them all type of names, and they retaliate. Okay, and they go on TV and they see thug brothers cooning, call themselves niggas, portraying the same doggone similar stereotype. It is social engineering. That's why we're hated. And you advocate come together. I don't advocate. I just had some issue with some brother. I ain't gonna say who it is on another live stream, we probably think it is the real person trying to threaten me. Um, and I tell you, your experience is different. I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm gonna change my voice for nobody. You don't like how I am? You be a grown man. Get the hell out of my face. I don't change for nobody but me in two things: myself and God. And you not God, and you not me. But when I was growing up in the '80s, and there were people talking about all the white people, the Mexicans, will do you wrong. It's weird. I met those who did. They ain't no joke. But you had folks, my skin tone, you darker than me, your skin tone, those both who light and both of us, kinky curly hair, wave, don't matter, even look exotic or white. Because, the one drop mentality that later on, even though one drop rules no longer law since 1967, because Leverage case said that it was unconstitutional. And I do check my own box. I don't care what the white man, my God. And I have left so-called white friends alone, and Hispanic and everybody else who don't respect my moral. One thing, I don't change for nobody. I change for myself. I ain't gonna change for nobody. I kiss nobody ass. It's because over here. When you had folks call me nigger in school, nigger, I come back to the African American community, the upper class, because I came from middle class, it's a color community. I call it because I come from different shades, sizes, and colors. On my channel, I advocate that. I saw those who look like Hispanic, white, those camel skin, dark skin, light, straight hair, wavy, curl, all that. Okay, I saw the melting pot of that growing up, and I always take that with me to advocate. When I even joined the church, that's all that it matters. Dark, folks with your straight hair. And you Creole. So you have so lighter skin in your family. 9, 10, you're Creole too. You look like my grandfather on my dad's side. And his parents were from Louisiana. Could be related. Okay. Look, a younger version of my grandfather, okay? On my dad's side. The truth of the matter is, you had them folks of all shades mistreat me, make fun of my voice, and that's why I never changed it, because I was never change it for no ugly person. And I said ugly and too. And I noticed, I said, that's important, not even part of the Cocoa Black community. You don't respect me. I gotta be another person, and that is anti-freedom traps, anti this box person, the box politics, and just to live a stereotype just to get respect. Oh hell to no! I'm not changing nobody. Ain't gonna destroy, ain't gonna manipulate me, ain't gonna brainwash me. You gonna set me for who I am, or either just gonna take it, leave it. And then when I got mistreated by my own brothers and sisters, no matter what they shades, after of us up here black, you had white folks, Hispanic folks come be your friend, and vice versa. So, and I would see some sister, brother would act a fool and make us look terrible. Make us look terrible. That's why I believe in separate within. You advocate through and talk about coming together. I don't change my tone. I believe in that. You gotta leave them where they at. You never change a person. Um, and even that Turner had to realize that, because their brother that was with them went back and told Master where they was at. That's how he got lynched. You can't always, and you learn that too. I already learned it as a child. That's why I advocate coming together. And I know, and I don't speak to please people. Okay, you don't like the stuff, folks. Like, it's time to go. But you have folks killing each other within our own community. And it's not to defend white supremacy because they bring it up, but actually sometimes they organize it, because we know in the crack epidemic, we know about CIA and Bush and Reagan going to the hood, the body of two, and telling brothers and sisters to kill each other for crack because they sell Navy power. Remember, it wasn't Ricky Ross bringing that mess here. We know who brought that mess here, okay? It wasn't the Latino. The Latino dude was the poor one to help, and the brother from Jamaica. But they don't own them airports and them private jets, okay? Like in their own country, dude. But the white man, okay, do that. That's called like it is. But they kill each other over a white man's coat. Even the black and brown racism down in Los Angeles, the same doggone thing over the white racist man coke. That they don't own none of them private jets, and they get put in jail while they collect the check, the profit out of that coke or the other drugs. Right there, you kind of let that person go. You can't sit here plead with that person to come together. And even when they talk bad about your Hispanic wife, I'm not defending you on that, because that's not their business. But when you advocate, brother, to not have freedom, and you tell them how you want your people to be, and you don't give them the individual freedom, that's what happens. Okay? Because on my trying to advocate individual freedom, I sometimes disagree with another brother or sister do, but then I got to have my own business to worry about, because I was born alone and died alone. The unity. So going back to the question, when you have social engineering and the parents are telling these people, yeah, those niggers are bad. They always talking about their lives matter, but they out there killing each other. And this is not the coon. I ain't cooning. It's I seen it. Social engineering from the media and the parents teaching. It changes. Even Facebook is causing folks to, yes, Facebook. I mean, I'm trying to get addiction off of that too. And you're right, they knew how to make Facebook when Mark Zuckerberg stole that from the twins. Okay, they had psychologists for years. They know that that's how they did it. We're addicted to social media today, and you even have that control, because when the internet came out in the 90s, you had everything out there. You know what I'm saying? And you had different personalities. But I always say that when Bush became in charge and took over the media, the internet, talking about the second Bush, after Clinton, you had that what I expect type of social media. And I'm like, wait a minute, the uniqueness in the 90s, that's actually what motivated the internet in the 90s, was you can be unique with your own person. You can meet people, same personality across the globe. And y'all become friends. That was the reason of hooking up with friends on the internet, the www or World Wide Web, the old school term for it, was to meet people who think like you meet in the neighborhood. Folks can relate. But I always say that when the Clinton became out of presidency and they had Bush in there, the son, it's like he took it and made it to what they expect. And the ones who control the internet is expectational based on the masses, not the opposite. Individuality is thrown out the bus. And it's what expected. So you have the media from the TV and the media from the doggone internet, and they go hand in hand. And that's why. And whatever expected was known to people, not was unexpected. The one thing that is expected, unexpected was the biggest phrase I loved back in the 90s. We ain't like that no more. Hopefully go back to that, because that's being real when you're unexpected, not when you expect it for other people. So the media control and they dominate, and you got to get Tom Burrell, who from Southside Chicago, who became a millionaire. And the book you talked to Dennis Kimbrough, Think Rich Black Choice. And I'm going to finish reading chapter 12. Oh yeah, I've been procrastinating. I'm trying to break that habit, you know. And it talks how they use advertising to defend slavery and inferiority complex that even our own people believe in it. Okay? So the black inferiority complex that the rappers call themselves niggas and portraying these negative stereotypes of hood rats and thugs. Then y'all notice when I was in Job Corps, I talked about this when I went to the Doma Hispanic area, and they had 3% of African American people in El Paso, Texas. It's amazing. The brothers and sisters who came out there ghetto got all the love. I'm gonna be real with you on that. I got love too, but I got a lot of hate not acting like them. When I hear the stories about black men, Latinas, I'm sorry. The ones that love brothers in El Paso, not all, but it was a number of the Latino sisters going after the ghetto five brothers, or those who be like the Nick Cannon type that was not Nick Cannon stuff, but the movie I love cause thing, they changed their persona to all the gay girls. You had that dynamic going on. The light skin, the dark skin, don't matter. And the dark skin brother got a lot of love too, but I'm tell you that for real. Yes, they sure did, okay? I had friends that was your color, dark chocolate, and they were Latino was after them like crazy. They got the high yellow type ones and camera skin, but they were definitely love them dark ones, okay, down in El Paso. I saw that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you didn't act that way, something was wrong with you. And I'm already out of high school, so you can play everything else in my 20s. And and I wore the braids, and then they thought I was wearing a braid to be hip and look good. No, I'm wearing a braid because that's actually part of my culture, and I like to have my hair not short. I don't like short hair. Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna forget that back in the day. I had to fight to get the braids because they were trying to stop me from wearing the braids. But I'm very smart. When I was isolated in my room, and my roommates were going on vacation because those who residential residents in Job Corps, they went home. I was none. I was a residential resident. I was a permanent resident in Job Corps, so I stayed there. I rarely went home because all the drama was going home. I just went there 2 times, and the last time I went home during Job Corps 2004 in July, I stayed at a motel. I ain't go nobody. Yeah, I stayed at a motel. I was working and I paid for a motel. Okay, I showed it. Okay, you know, and then I was able to have the money to go back on the plane. I miss those days. I saved my money too, and used a taxi to go back to a job. I remember sorry, um, shoes in Hobby Airport, leaving Hobby, going all the way to Dallas and Fort Worth Airport, trading planes. I don't forget those days, because that's how I with the Job Corps. Okay, after the Jan Jackson, Justin Timberlake situation, the week after, and Grammy and everybody watching Beyonce when I came, because they were watching Beyonce when I came to the airport. So don't forget that back in February 2004. But that's when we still had some good hip hop, and we had the bad ones too. And the 50 Cents and G Unit, you had Latino do G Unit, and be out. Let's be also educational. Law Banks is part Puerto Rican. He part Latino, so I heard the game was mixed with his dad was Blaxican. The game, I think that his dad was Blaxican. I heard that as well. And Livia is part Cuban. Yeah, I had to shout out to those for Latino NG Unit. Okay, yeah, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? So, I remember telling Latino, yeah, you think they're part Hispanic, Livia. I already knew Livia was part Hispanic because I remember Bazans, which is Jay Wright Records. I can't take that shit no more. I forget that song. Ooh, she was fine. Ooh, dang, I love Miss Olivia. Yeah, so I don't like her being Miss and loving hip hop when she started at Miss. Back in 2010, 11, whenever. Yeah, anyway, but let's get to the subject, telling Chrissy all the business. With, yeah, I know about Samaya Reese and that Latino dude got confronted, and also Jim Jones, part Puerto Rican. A lot of folks don't know that too. His dad who know he was Puerto Rican. Jim Jones, yeah. Nancy Rubin. Yeah, we reading them recent mixed hairs. But anyway, it's called like it is. So, but the truth of the matter is, we'll go back to the situation. They was fascinated by the hip hop culture. I mean, you you had Ludacris come there. You had Fat Joe, who's Hispanic, Cuban Rican, he's Cuban Puerto Rican, and you had the reggaeton and that was there too. On the hip hop station, they played Chicano rap and reggaeton. So you had Latino dudes dressing not only dressing cholo but also dressing hip hop, and they was at them Latinos was after them brothers like crazy. I never get coming out right on Honey's. It was like a Hooters right there, across from Dave Cross on Vitruvino. No, Vitruvino. Past it on Loma Line. Latino dude was facing the car, and the brother was kissing this Mexican American woman right there. I never forget when I got off the bus. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I saw. It was different from there. Yeah, you had some families that they don't negro, don't sound like Bert Martinez video, but you had those who accepted. Okay, I didn't saw it went always that, and I never forget a brother a little bit my complexion, a little darker, with braids. He was very here and thugged out. I'll never forget him. Yeah, he did play the stereotype. He was a Latino woman. With curly hair, look exotic. You can tell she had some black besides Spain native. She had some black in her too. Down, she's Mexican. I said you look exotic. Her hair was curly. Okay. Um, she was with her, and she was dating him, and the dark skinned brother who was gay, who had a dad in the military, by the way, from Atlanta, and the dad loved him. He was getting out and flamboyant. Okay, they were both for making fun of me for not calling myself a digger, and not buying the stereotypes. And I never get the Mexican man that drive the not the older light skinned one though. It's the older one who's a little darker with glasses, who do call Latino from folks from no, he Mexican American, Chicano. WBICK. Yes, he been called. They go way back. Yeah, for real. I'm not lying. That's what this. I'm gonna be real because he was nasty and rude to me. Yeah, I'm gonna spill your business out there talking about the Mr. So and so, the little short, darker Latino dude, Chicano. Okay, not the high yellow one. He was very nice. The high yellow one, tall. I think he retired. He was nice. Okay, Mr. So and so. The one who can almost pass for white, not the darker one. He would call Mexican folks from whites all type of wetbacks in the car. Yes, self hate to the notch. Okay, coonery. Anyway, and I couldn't stand his ass. Cause here. So one time they were dropping folks off, and I was going to be dropped off to the El Paso Community College because that's the college program. And my hair is dry in El Paso, so my hair bumpy up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And the brother with the braids, who was his Mexican American girlfriend, who looked more exotic and got some more curly pattern hair, is long and everything. Sound like Sudal, a beautiful long hair, curly like a Cuban. Okay, yeah. And the dark skinned gay dude back in 2006. Everybody know who I'm talking about because that was in Fort Bliss. They're from Atlanta. Um, was calling me all time, but that's for white people, this and that, and you act white, and you a nigga, this and that. This Mexican American dude heard all that. The old school brother didn't come out and defend my rights, and when I defended myself, that dude was yapping at me. That's how the stereotype is so bad. That's how the stereotypes are so bad, okay? That's how the stereotypes are so bad. That they got fearing, but I bet you when they did them wrong, because I'm going to go ahead and say that brother was cheating on, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I bet all top of y'all things came out her damn mouth. I ain't say she talked like that, but if she did, I would be shocked. I'm not trying to slander her, okay? But yeah, because she cheated with some other Latina woman. Okay, it's for real. So, yeah, for real, I ain't gonna say hell yeah. So, when they did them dirty, that's when all the N word come out. Because their parents taught them all that stuff. And, not like when you go with trash, you get trash. It's just what it is. So my point is, while they been taught by their parents, oh them niggas, this and that, they robbed me, this and that, because you have Latino immigrants getting robbed by white thugs who Trump supporters. You got coon thugs who out there robbing them because they have cash on them. Okay, that's just evil. Okay, um, so they turn lives to that experience and then teach their children don't date no Negroes because this happened to me. Just like you had folks back in Jim Crow days say don't date white people because we were lynched and stuff. You know, white man's the devil. Same doggone thing. Same doggone thing, okay? So, and then they see on TV, you know, the slavery and the Jim Crow and all that other stuff, and you get the Trump folks saying niggas go home. That mess, okay? The same thing that's taught by them. That's why. The one thing I hate about the media, and that's why the Jews took over. There's no offense to the Jewish people. Not all Jews are bad. You got good Jews, and you got bad Jews. Good and bad everything. You had the first Jews were black, okay? Carter is. And them folks who look like white folks, they had to mix with those Caucasus Mountains in R2. They had to mix, and they mixed by them converted Judaism, and them black Jews mixed. All become a Jew, married Jew, like Sam Davis G who was part Hispanic and part black, you know, because his mom was from Cuba. A lot of folks don't know Sam Davis Jr. was part Hispanic, Cuban, Latino. Um, he before he left Church of Satan, because y'all know he was part of Church of Satan too. He became Julia's own man, that white woman, in order to marry her, who was Jewish. Now that she had some black Jew in her family tree, um, he had to become a Jew. That's how it go. They don't be interfaith marriages, okay? And that's outside of the Judaism. They go to some church, just a piece or something like that. That got not recognized by the temple rabbi. So point is that the Jews, when they came out of Nazi Germany, the smart thing is to take over the media because you don't want the media to talk bad about you, right? Because that's what Nazi Germany did. Hitler, although he had Semitic and black ancestry. Let's be real, a lot of folks not know that. And I heard he was also secretly on down low too, bisexual, gay, whatever. I heard he had homosexual too. Okay, a lot of things about that old hypocritical fool. He used the media to make the Jews look bad, and all of everybody swing on his side. Okay, and even Michael X said that. So understand, if accuracy and people stop giving folks the Viacom like Mr. Johnson did with BET, he was on recently praising Trump about the applaudment rate in the accuracy. Yes, I saw that on for December last year. And decided to 19 that coon. Yeah, that's why when he got racially profiled last year, I didn't feel sorry for him. Because he gave BET to Viacom that supports the prior president complex, just like what happened in the prior president meeting with Gangsta Rap, okay? All right, at VH1, and what I'm saying, I'm guilty of supporting loving hip hop. I like America, Mile on Actor. Okay, that's why, and what I'm saying, of course and it's not just African City, it's Hispanic folks on there too. That's acting food on there too. So I know, but it's love and hip hop. It's not love and rock and roll. Although rock and roll made by folks African descent, let's be real up in here, okay? The white version of it, even though it was made by folks of African American descent in this country, a lot of folks in Black history on its way. Let's call it is next month. So when we say we listen to rock music and folks like rock, oh, it's some white people. They took that from African descent people. Folks do not know the Protestant evangelical churches, fundamentalist churches in the South, that white ones said that the black rock and roll music was the devil music and it was nigger music. Just like Hillary Clinton's friend, Goldwater, and she was an intern for Goldwater. Johnson was no good and just like bad as Goldwater. In that they say we don't tolerate niggerism, Catholicism, and Judaism, both for Goldwater. No, both for no. There was imitating what the it was Lyndon B. Johnson ad, and it's on the Klan, and that's how accuracy if you start voting for Democrat because that, okay. But the burning house comment is not Martin King integration. In the code words, he's talking about LBJ. Okay, I get tired of y'all trying to bash Martin King's dream because we needed economic factor to integrate because the idea of segregation was economic default. And that's why they burned Rosewood and burned Detroit Rosewood and burned down Wall Street because they want us to have anything in America. Okay, so get it twisted. Okay, so point is when it comes to the burning, he was using code words LBJ. LBJ did not like Martin King. Okay, and while they signed the civil rights bill, he had something to back down a karma trick, if you know what I mean. A sneak attack against Martin King, and that's before. Remember, he died in April 2000, April 1968, and he was given for Poor People's March. He had white folks who were poor, Latinos, mostly Mexican, Puerto Rican. That's why he was friends with Chavez and the Americans, besides African American people, to march on Washington. And he was organized that and that's when that preacher, and I've got his name, that did a video about that Dick Gregory exposed when he said he moved back and the shot. He the one was part of the conspiracy too to get Martin King killed. A lot of folks need to understand that, okay? And the reason why, I know infringement was end up the nation Islam, but they no good. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be real. H.L. Hunt is paying y'all. We're paying y'all. I'm sorry. I want no brother or no white man to define my freedom. Okay, that's why. And H.L. Hunt was a Klansman who supported LBJ to screw up the Democrat Party that got Kennedy killed. Let's be real. And Nixon. That's why we're in this mess. Okay. And once again, Fox News. Speaking of Nixon, if you know, what's that dude's name? He died a couple years ago, even when he was drinking today, and I had to laugh. Um, oh, I forgot his name. He the one was friends with Nixon, and they had a plan to conservative media to get folks on their side because they want the liberal media to stop. That's why. Because after the civil rights movement exposed, when Martin King was nonviolent, how thuggish and ratchet the white racist people was acting. Because they would have retaliate, the media will focus on brothers and sisters fighting back. Okay, that's why they did nonviolence. And, it was the gay man Ruskin who was African descent. Is the one that found out Gotti and told Martin King that too. But that was a good trick though, because now folks, that's what it told people. Folks was pressure, and LBJ was pressure to sign the civil rights bill because of that. Because the folks all over the world, integration, all over the world saw how ratchet and thug the white segregation was acting, spitting on folks, acting like privilege didn't do nothings. Okay, so they act the fool, they chimped, they albino chimped out, and they got embarrassed. Okay, time we going white school and all that stuff. Yeah, so now the media, I'm glad we brought this up. In the thug culture, the gangster rap, which I was want to say the black exploitation movies also prompt that too. Because our baby boom generation fell into the heroin and crack and all that too because that mess. Because they was trying to emulate that too, after that situation, okay? So I guess the gangster hip hop was the black exploitation in the 70s. And they infiltrate too. They remember CIA used gangs in accuracy and Spanish culture communities to destroy those Black Panthers and Young Lords and what's the Brown Berets, and that's why you got the gangs. Hello, let's not to stop the going against the masses, the going against the status quo. That's what they did. Our folks don't understand that. Okay, so point is, here we go, and Nixon was part of that too. Okay, and Nixon is the one that got abortion legalized. Every time I hear a person make fun of me being a pro-life Democrat and talking about oxymoron, they can call me because I laugh because it was Nixon because of black bastards. As he said that, yeah, you saw that, okay? And Margaret Sanger, hello. So a lot of folks not know. So they used the media and they wanted our people to act foolish and dumb to make us look terrible so we can be hated, just like they did in Nazi Germany with the Jews. Okay? If African American people could start learning from the Jews, I understand there's bad Jews who racist Jews that cost liquor money and everything, but not all Jews like that. But learn how they get money. When Jay-Z and other folks making fun about what's going on with the Kelly situation, to bring his name up as well, and about whether he was going to fight Brown. But in that song about the OJ, the crimes of OJ, he's right about the Jews, $10 and what's that uh 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 um gentrification and credit. Okay, we need to learn from them. Stop trying to just get mad. Learn how they get power. So we be prosperous like them. Cause ain't listen to nobody that wants to stay in the ghetto. Okay, learn, take ideas from them, so we can learn come as a people. Cause they went into part of the media when they got out of Nazi Germany, or they was already here, and then you don't hear nothing bad about them. That's how we do it when it comes to us, and will not be hated. Hello, call like it is. Media, social, and my phone died. Media, social engineering, and upbringing cause folks to hate us. And get the Tom Burrell about black inferiority, brainwashed